Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome and thanks for being here to learn about what using obsolete technology is costing your business. Today, we're going to hear from Terry Yuming, who is an account manager on our sales team here at Open Door. I'll now hand the time over to Terry.
Thank you, Mindy. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Terry, and today we'll be discussing the topic, the cost of using obsolete technology in your business, also known as the cost of not modernizing your systems. I thought it would be good to share a little about myself. I joined Open Door Technology team over the last year, and I come from a background of over 30 years of integrating technology into business, both as a provider and consult of business solutions and IT infrastructure, as well as being the business owner having to make crucial decisions for my organization. Yes, I know I'm dating myself. It dates back to the early years of remote networking and web browsing through dial-up. I am so glad those days are behind us. So why do we continue to use legacy systems to run our business? We have expended time, money, and sweat equity putting present systems into place. Often, these systems include several moving parts that have been identified and plugged in over time as need arose. These integrations often requiring significant effort to meet our business needs. It is a system that just works, for the most part. As we know, there are often functionality and features that we would love to have to improve our workflows. It is a system that the staff has become proficient at using and is comfortable with. Organizational inertia can set in. The idea of upsetting the apple cart when you're busy running a business can be challenging, not to mention the thought of the potential cost of an upgrade. With cloud solutions becoming more prevalent in recent years, many perceive that there may be security risks involved. Our current systems can be like that comfy pair of old sneakers. They have molded to our feet, they are easy to slip on, and you have likely walked hundreds of miles in them. But unlike our business systems, we can go to the local store, try on a new pair of shoes, and start wearing them almost instantly. In order for our businesses to have continued success, we need to plan for the future and adapt. We need to take the advantages of modern technology and the future obsolescence of our present systems into account. So what are some of the costs and risks of using outdated technology? One of the largest hidden costs to business owners is the complexity of managing multiple systems. Our businesses require accounting systems, human resource management, many times involving inventory management, field services, rentals, and manufacturing. They all come into play, and reporting is always an integral factor in all of them. Often, these systems sit separately from each other, requiring time-consuming and costly manual integration, or those clunky makeshift solutions. It is not uncommon for us to utilize a slew of spreadsheets to manage components of our business. How much time could be saved if these systems were working together, providing centralized reporting and improved visibility into the future? Would this improve our decision-making? We risk the lack of scalability and flexibility. If we have learned anything over these last few years, it is the importance of agility, the ability to ramp up as business grows or scale down to conserve our resources. What happens when we realize that we haven't provisioned enough storage for our data or backups in the server room and we have run out of space to add extra drives? What happens when it becomes evident that there isn't enough processing power to generate the reports you want or crunch the data you require? What about if you require adding more users to your system, or if you must scale back? Yes, sure, you can add more hardware and the subsequent software licenses, but those items will take time to be specified, depending on how technology has changed. They then need to be authorized, provisioned, and implemented. At that point, you'll be relying on your IT providers and suppliers' availability and inventory at that point. There will be timeline uncertainties to consider. Consider your IT infrastructure. This more than likely includes multiple physical servers that must be serviced, monitored, and repaired. They have a limited lifespan, and eventually parts will be difficult to attain or not be available at all. History has taught us that we would likely need to make a capital investment in our hardware every 5 to 7 years. That's the typical lifespan of a server. When we put this kind of hardware turnover on the back burner, we know that we run the risk of system crashes and productivity downtime. As software evolves, we know that our legacy hardware may no longer support the current operating systems or database software. Backup and redundancy systems, as well as firewall and security hardware, commonly require security patches and eventually come to end of life cycles. That means either costly upgrades or replacement altogether. Overall IT service costs in maintaining these servers and systems can often be overlooked, but they should be an important consideration in decision making. We run the risk of diminishing availability of skill from our vendors, solution providers, and industry-specific software developers. As the software landscape evolves and legacy systems reach end of life, suppliers and solution providers will ostensibly possess less talent to service them as new technologists entering the workforce focus on implementing current solutions, and some industry veterans choose to retire. Independent software developers or vendors, or ISVs, developing popular vertical add-on products will continue to migrate their software, innovating and developing for current platforms while phasing out support for platforms they know will eventually be end of life. Continued compliance should also be a consideration. Conforming to financial and tax compliance is vitally important to our business. As our legacy systems are no longer supported, the lack of updates could mean that your systems may no longer conform to financial regulations. This could have a serious negative impact on our business. So why upgrade to a modern system? Well, change is inevitable. We have already discussed that legacy systems will eventually no longer be supported. Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2018, now succeeded by Microsoft Business Central, for example, reached end of life in January 10th of this year and is no longer sold as a new solution. Security update availability will end for this in 5 years. Vendors and suppliers will shift away from legacy systems to focus on new technology. There is a possibility that legacy systems or its add-on counterparts will no longer be compatible with upcoming versions of Windows, perhaps as soon as Windows 12. We have seen this scenario play out historically since business networks became commonplace many years ago. A recent Gartner study estimates that over 95% of new digital workloads will be deployed on cloud-native platforms by 2025, up from 30% in 2021. That is a huge increase. Well, we have given you a few reasons why putting a technology succession plan into action is important because of some of the negative impacts that might arise. But what is the good news? Well, we can access the power of the cloud. Cloud-enabled solutions offer improved accessibility for today's remote and hybrid work environment through multiple devices and touch points from anywhere. Through app integration, users gain advanced mobile access, whether in the field or traveling abroad. They simply need connectivity to the internet. These modern systems offer a single, centralized, coherent platform and data location with built-in redundancies. This minimizes data silos and bottlenecks caused by data transfer and manual synchronization, not to mention human error. This allows for consolidated reporting that can provide advanced analytics and business intelligence, carrying your business into the future. Agility and scalability are two major advantages of a modern cloud-based system. Instant provisioning and deployment of resources and services are enabled through dashboards and pre-configured virtual servers that can be customized to suit requirements. We now have the ability to scale up or down dynamically based on need, faster than we were able to before. User count and access, allocation of storage capacity, and processing power can be adjusted quickly and efficiently. Your software is always current. On the cloud, updates, new functionality, and bug fixes are planned and executed regularly on a one-to-many model. Business Central, for instance, offers 2 major updates and 12 minor planned updates per year. ISVs are notified and plan for updates and adjust their add-on products accordingly. Continued innovation and adaptability on the platform is likely as the developer knows it is for an evolving long-term platform. It's clear that there's a holistic, planned path for continuing to keep your system current moving into the future. A cloud solution offers cost efficiency and predictability. You pay for what you use. Pay per user per month and adjust as needed. For those of you that are familiar with yearly enhancements, that advantage is built into the per user fee. You have the ability to scale and customize to your specific business needs. A recent BCG study estimates that IT savings of 14 to 40% can be achieved when utilizing a cloud solution. Some of these savings can be found through reduced administration, storage management, server backups, and disaster recovery, as well as maintenance, upgrade, and compliance costs. All of this while minimizing the risk of costs that arise from breaks in the chain of technology. As we all know or have experienced, when one system goes down, there's often a cascading effect. In the cloud, you also obtain improved data security and system compliance. There is built-in redundancy to safeguard hardware failure with your data stored on multiple servers. 24/7 monitoring is another advantage with servers being in near constant surveillance. Microsoft, for instance, places a high level of importance on security and compliance and has allocated a large number of resources, estimated in the area of 3,500 security professionals, to this cause. Their cloud systems are used and trusted by large-scale corporations and governments alike. Encryption is an important benefit in cloud storage, meaning even the storage provider does not have the information to decrypt your valued data. Your information is safe. When assessing your technology upgrade path, it is important to take a holistic view of your overall technology solution. How many of our systems can we bring together for a more seamless, integrated solution? What service areas and human resources could we be saving on? What are the gains in efficiency worth from an opportunity cost point of view? How much more can we be achieving by utilizing the time we are saving more effectively? In a time when data and reporting is paramount, how much better will our visibility be, enabling us to plan better for future growth? Of course, it's also important that you have an experienced technology partner to guide you through your plan and continue to support your business into the future. I hope that some of the points brought up in this presentation have helped to stimulate some thought in terms of the technology future organization and how you might consider starting a plan to modernize your business systems and the ultimate obsolescence of your legacy system. That concludes my presentation today. I appreciate you joining us.
Thanks so much for joining us today, and thanks to Terry for a great presentation. Have a fantastic day, everyone.